Well, we just saw action, of course, in the senior division. And you can see the seniors, talagang pwede na talaga natin siya ilaban sa mga ibang bansa, mas lalo na sa ating mga tinatawag natin mga World Junior competitions. Pero when we go a level lower, dito sa high school division, nakita mo rin yung mga bata, matitinik na rin.
Eto nga, no? Ang titindi na pinapakita yung tibay ng loob. Amidst pressure, ang dami pong taong nanonood dito, TV cameras, nandito pa si Anthony Suntay. Ibang klase ang pinakita ng mga batang to.
Right now, let's show you action in the junior division. Ito, yung mga high school players.
Panoorin na muna natin ang matchup ng St. Mary's College of Quezon City at ng Claret School of Quezon City. At ito na nga po ang semi-final round naman ng ating juniors division. Nagsimula tayo na may 6 na high school na sumali ngayon na limit na sila sa 4. At ang ating unang semi-final matchup features Hans Pablo of Claret School kalaban si River Cadiz ng St. Mary's. Maganda ang unang bugso para dito sa Claret kung saan tinambakan ni Pablo si Cadiz, taking the first 5 racks in this race to 7. 9 ball na naman po ang ating bakbakan dito sa match number 1 at ilan pong magandang tira ang pinakita ang tinirada neto ni Hans Pablo. Combination on the 9 ball there, and this young gun definitely looking good in the world of pool. At alam naman natin, 9 ball po to, so pwede na rin ang alachamba. At kung akala nyo magtutuloy-tuloy ang pagsilat ng Claret, lumaban pa naman si Cadiz ng St. Mary's. Nakakuha siya ng 3 dugtong na rack para humabol ng bahagya. 5-3 ang score at the end of that pocket 9. Pagkatapos noon, nagsalit-salita ng dalawa sa dalawang magkasunod na rack. Pablo taking care of this one at bumawi naman kagad ang St. Mary's dun sa kabila. After that mistake by Pablo, St. Mary's capitalizing to get to 6-4. It was St. Mary's within just 2 racks. Ito si Hans Pablo going for the unintentional combination, apologizing right away to River Cadiz. That is still good enough to pick up that rack. Hans Pablo looking to stamp his class on St. Mary's, carrying the colors of Claret. Pero hindi na rin pawad itong si Pablo. Frustrated by St. Mary's falling win, Claret does good on this rack to finally seal the deal, winning this 9-ball match 7 racks to 4.
Puro po, naging overconfident po ako kasi napansin ako po. Dekano po, hindi ako kakascore. Ang mindset ko ay maka 2 points ka para manalo.
So with St. Mary's in trouble, down 0-1 in this best of 3, they turn to RJ Bautista as he faced off against Torrente of Claret. Torrente with some mistakes early on and keeping the hopes alive para dito sa St. Mary's. Napakagandang umpisa para dito kay Bautista, which was good for the campaign, of course, of St. Mary's. Sa match na ito, Torrente of Claret had a chance to get some racks, pero marami siyang mga crucial errors, which translated to further wins by St. Mary's. 5 dikit na panalo ang kinuha neto ni RJ Bautista. At wala nang magawa nga etong si Torrente. As Bautista picked up 5 consecutive racks, nakaporma ng bagya in rack number 6 etong si Torrente in this 10-ball matchup, but could not get the combination. And RJ Bautista missing on that shot. Torrente with a golden opportunity to try and get one on the board, but it was RJ Bautista stringing together his 6th consecutive rack hanggang masilat na nila ng lubusan etong Claret. St. Mary's needing to hang on here. RJ Bautista looking on, wanting to sweep para makapuwersa ng rubber match in the game of 8 ball. At yun na nga, yung pagkakamaling inaantay neto ni RJ Bautista. Bautista quick to capitalize, and it is a shutout. 7-0 is the score to force a third match. Pangklaseng performance ang ipinamalas dito ng batang-batang si RJ Bautista. At tutungo tayo sa mundo naman ng 8 ball para malaman kung sino mag-a-advance sa finals.
Malaking kumpiyansa rin tayo, pero hindi pa rin ako kumpiyansa dahil may susunod pang laban. Dahil sa last match, do or die na lang. Kung talaga magkakalo, kung sino yung papasok sa final.
At dito naman sa 8 ball, RJ Bautista looking to carry on the momentum of his shutout win doon sa 10 ball, teaming up with James Benson para sa St. Mary's. Kalaban nila si Neil Porcicuna kasama si Hans Pablo, yung nanalo kaninang 9 ball para sa Claret. Sa laban na ito, St. Mary's drew first blood. The first two rats pinulot dito or pinanalo ng St. Mary's to put the pressure on Claret. Hindi naman nagpalayo ang dulo ng Claret, and in the next two rats, naitabla nila ang labanan, and they started to get comfortable on that table. May pagkakataon ng St. Mary's to win it after rack 6 with a 4-2 lead, pero Claret still fought back in the 7th rack. When it looked like St. Mary's was going to take this rap, napakalaking mintis para sa kanila. And the boys from Claret quick to jump out of their seats. Ang problema, the nerves getting the better of them. Maganda lang dun, meron pa rin namang tsamba. Claret could not get the 8 ball to go down. At para sa St. Mary's, yan na ang inaantay nilang pagkakataon. Palaki ng palaki ang lamang ng St. Mary's. Claret going for the combination, needing to win this one to keep their hopes alive. Claret will stay alive, coming to within 1 rack. 4-3 ang ating score at this point of the match. Claret breaking here to try and catch St. Mary's on the hill. They almost ran the table before that miss. St. Mary's looking to wrap this match up. And they do so in convincing fashion. 5-3 ang ating final score.
Bago kami pumunta dito, nag-practice muna kami sa bahay para pag-aralan ko at lahat ng bounty sa kanyang panindigaran niya na kung panindiscount, paano gagawin. Ang inanaw na yung puro pakinig ako didiscount dito. Sabi niya yung mga unahin daw yung mga may video.
Sa ating pagbabalik, susubaybayan naman natin ang huling semis matchup ng Xavier School at La Salle Green Hills sa Junior Division.